royalty. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. So what's confusing me? Clouds mean as you ever see, and a bird knows your tune. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart I hear the hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you
Step 1. A bill is born. Guys, do you know what we should do? What? Form a bill. That's a great idea.
Anyone may draft a bill, however only members of Congress can introduce legislation, and by doing so become the sponsors. The President, a member of the Cabinet, or the head of a federal agency can also propose legislation, although a member of Congress must introduce it. Riders are usually created as a tactic to pass a controversial provision that would not pass as its own bill.
Step 2. Committee action.
As soon as a bill is introduced, after being put in a hopper, it is referred to the Rules Committee. At this point, the bill is examined carefully, and its chances for passage are first determined. If the committee does not act on a bill, the bill is effectively dead, and is essentially the same thing as pigeonholing it, or putting it aside with the intention of ignoring or forgetting. Bills in the House can only be released from committee without a proper committee vote by a discharge petition signed by a majority of the House membership.
Here's our bill. Sorry, it doesn't fit our rules.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Step 3. Subcommittee review.
Often bills are referred to a subcommittee for studying hearings. Hearings provide the opportunity to put on the record the views of the executive branch, experts, and other public officials and supporters and the opponents of the legislation.
It looks okay, but what does the public think?
No. It sucks.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Step 4. Markup.
When the hearings are completed, the subcommittee may meet to mark up the bill, that is, make changes and amendments prior to recommending the bill to the standing committee. If the subcommittee votes not to report legislation to the standing committee, the bill dies. If the committee votes for the bill, it is sent to the floor.
Step 5. Committee action to report a bill.
After receiving a subcommittee's report on a bill, the full committee votes on its recommendation to the House or Senate. This procedure is called ordering a bill reported.
Should the bill go to the House or Senate? Yeah! Step 6. Voting.
After the debate and the approval of any amendments, the bill is passed or defeated by the members voting. Sometimes senators attempt to delay or block a vote on a bill by extending debate, which is referred to as a filibuster. If it is determined that privately financed trips are offered in hopes that the lawmakers will give a helping pass or kill the bill ability to become a law will be compromised because of a junket.
I think we should pass this bill.
No.
Actually, I think we should extend the debate.
It's a filibuster.
I'll give you a trip to the Bahamas if you vote yes.
It's a junket.
Step 7. Referral to another chamber.
When the House or Senate passes a bill, it is referred to the other committees where it usually follows the same route through committee and floor action. This chamber may approve the bill as received, reject it, ignore it, or change it.
We're the Senate and we approve this message.
Here we go again.
Step 8. Conference committee action.
When the actions of the other chambers significantly alter the bill, a conference committee is formed to recounsel the differences between the House and Senate versions. If the conferees are unable to reach an argument, the legislation dies. If compromise is reached, a conference report is prepared describing the committee members' recommendations for changes. Both the House and Senate must approve the conference report.
This bill is trash.
You're trash. Guys, let's compromise.
No.
Step 9, final action.
After both the House and Senate have approved a bill in identical form, it is sent to the President. The Speaker of the House is responsible for ensuring that the House passes legislation supported by the majority party. If the President approves of the legislation, he signs it and it becomes a law. Or if the President takes no action for 10 days while Congress is in session, it automatically becomes a law. If the President opposes the bill, he can veto it. Or if he takes no action after the Congress has adjourned its second session, it is a pocket veto, and the legislation dies. The Constitution requires the Senate to elect a President pro tempore to serve as presiding officer in the absence of the Vice President. The President pro tempore is authorized to preside over the Senate, sign legislation, and issue the oath of office to new senators.
I don't approve. Guys, it's a veto.
Step 10. Overriding a veto.
If the President vetoes a bill, Congress may attempt to override the veto. If both the Senate and the House pass the bill by a 2/3 majority, the President's veto is overruled and the bill becomes a law.
Who wants to override the veto?
I made it. I'm a law.
And that's how a bill becomes a law. I was so...
It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Pennies in the